So, I promise I haven't forgotten about you. But you see, the problem is between these, the null adapters, and trying to get new products out, as well as the holster work for Harry's Holsters and the day job, I have had an unfortunate lack of time to be able to talk guns with you guys. Which sucks, because I really like talking guns with you guys. So what we might do instead of the big production stuff and mind the basement here, which is where my office is just talk, because I want to talk about guns. But here's the problem with guns lately. I want to talk about them all. New guns like the X Macro that I've gotten, and unfortunately haven't gotten to carry a whole lot yet because the holster I got is super uncomfortable. Why do people do that? Sometimes I just want to talk about new project guns. Like the Scorpion here that I picked up to do some accessories for Variant on. And yet again, some old school guns like this. This is my Henry X model in 44 Magnum with a form stock on it and the Ranger Point Precision front end. And it's just awesome. But honestly, one of the problems is there's a printer going on right behind you for Variant. There's a dehumidifier going on down there for the 3D printing. And honestly, it just gets a little loud down here. And while I want to shoot at the range more, it seems like every day lately that I've had time has been like this. I've also been having to fight the city to not get rid of the parking in front of my house. You see, they really want to put bike lanes out here, even though it's a pretty busy road, as you notice, and bikers never ride on it. But they really want these bike lanes and decided to, you know, say screw you to the neighborhood. We did fight. They did change it a little bit. We now have parking on our side, but they still got rid of the parking on the other side in favor for the bike lanes that nobody uses. But we have been busy fighting that as well. But that begs the question, what gun do I want to talk about? And the answer is all of them. Now, obviously, I'm not going to talk about all of them. I need to narrow it down to just one. I can't do just one. So instead, we're going to talk about carry guns and what happens with carry guns around this time of year. That's right. Fall time, when we all get to wear more clothes and not look suspicious, and can wear bigger guns. Particularly, one of my favorites to be able to carry this time of the year is my Staccato C2, which I hear Staccato may be obsoleting within a year of me buying it, with a gun that I would rather want, but I digress. But other options are readily available. And now, a lot of the times over the summer, people cut down to a smaller, thinner gun, usually quite a bit smaller, like a P365, a Glock 43, the Hellcat. But that's where things get interesting, is those are not your only options for thin carry guns anymore. So other carry gun options that we have in that thin ballpark, we've got the Glock 48 now. Unfortunately, it is still relegated to a 10-round magazine, and I don't fully trust the shield mags still. I'm sorry, guys. I need to get some to test out for myself, but this is all secondhand knowledge, but I know of too many people that have had issues with them. But other small carry guns exist as well now. You've got the 365 XL, which is a great option with 12 rounds. You've got the 365 X Macro, which is an excellent option. It is bigger. It is going to be about the same size as a CZP-10, which is usually viewed as like one of the larger 15-round carry guns, like compact size. But if you're trying to stay like just Glock 19 size, you do have the Hellcat Pro, which is a thinner profile. All of that begs to question, what am I carrying? Well, I am a weird type of person that doesn't like changing a whole lot, so I'm still carrying my P10C, which is my summer carry gun too. But when you're carrying a gun that size, getting bigger isn't really a thing. I am getting ready to carry the P365 X Macro, but the holster I have for it, I am just not happy with, and I don't like being uncomfortable. I have run a Harry's holsters for way too long to relegate myself to uncomfortable carry. Now, why is uncomfortable carry such a big deal? Because if you're not comfortable, you're not going to carry. And that even goes for me, somebody who does carry, like, all the time. I don't ever not I didn't carry this weekend. I was in like sweatpants with a last-minute pirate costume. Don't ask. I didn't have a blunderbuss, so didn't carry. But still, as someone who carries all the time, it needs to be comfortable. This is one of the reasons why holster options are so important. But getting back to it, overall carrying, a couple of the things that I usually go for are confidence, accuracy, and carryability. Now, unfortunately, one of my favorite guns is my Staccato C2, and it just doesn't carry comfortably. And it has nothing to do necessarily with the holster. The holster I have for it is okay. It's just a good sized gun. The grip is very large. And it doesn't conceal well, so you have to wear a sweatshirt, yada yada blah, y'all have been there. So for now, my carry gun will probably remain to be the P10C until Harry's Holsters can get the X Macro out. Wink, wink, and a nudge, Harrison. But why bring this up if my carry gun is just gonna stay the same as it's always been? And that is because of this. Your options right now are better than they ever have been before. And yes, that is a taboo thing to say, but it's true. Right now, you have the ability to carry something that fits you better than you ever have before. If you want a single stack Glock, you can find that. If you want a slimline subcompact striker gun, you can get that. If you want a full-size metal frame striker gun, Smith & Wesson just hooked you up. Now, what is the way that you can best choose which carry gun is your carry gun? It's a simple answer. The answer is shoot them. That's right, you've got to get out and shoot. As much as you want to just go to a gun store and hold them and hope that that's going to tell you the whole story, it is not. Glock is a perfect example. Glocks don't feel good in anybody's hand. And yet, you have so many people carrying them because they just shoot them better. So it is important to go shoot them. Now again, the tops on my list are going to be the CZ-P10C as far as a compact gun goes, the Staccato C2 if you're going for a hammer-fired gun. For a slim compact, honestly, my choice right now goes to the SIG X Macro. This thing is dangerous awesome. So while I get everything back up and going so that we are back into production mode, do me a favor and tell me, what's your carry gun? What are you carrying? What's your top 3? If you've got an assortment, what and why do you carry what you carry? Thanks for watching, guys. I know this is not my usual video, and I promise that we will get back to our normal production here soon. I have way too much stuff that I need to get as soon as I can get out to a range. Hence the problem. But I hope you found this little bit of conversation useful. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button down below. If you like the channel and you want to help out a little bit, do me a favor and head over to variantinnovation.com. Over there, you're going to find 3D printed gun accessories. Thank you very much, guys. Remember, until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.